Welcome back, friends. In this video we are going to discuss about control statements. First of all, in this video we have a clear idea about the if condition. So before having the complete knowledge on the if condition, we need to also have the complete understanding about the for loop as well as in while loop. So we will see one by one. So first of all, we have a clear idea about if condition in this particular video. So guys, those who want to transform their career into data science, make sure that you guys watch this video till the end. Definitely it is going to help you. So coming back to my Jupyter notebook. So this is the control statements, which means if condition algorithm, how it works. So if and see here some condition, which means we need to write some condition there, and here is the algorithm working process. For example, if is the keyword, if we want to implement the if condition in the control statements, we need to use the keyword known as an if. Suppose for example, x is equal to 10. For example, I am declaring a variable, integer type variable, x is equal to 10, and I am going to check whether if capital X, which means what is the x value here, x is nothing but 10. If x is greater than 100 or not. If x print correct declaration. Okay, so what is the x here? X is nothing but 10. X is holding the value 10, and it is going to check the condition. Okay, what is the use of if control statement here? If it is used to find the condition. Okay, what is the if? Use it to find the condition. So we have declared a variable here, integer type of variable, x is equal to 10, and if x is greater than 100, is this condition is true or false? Obviously it is false, because x is holding the value 10 only, but we are giving x is greater than 100 and 10 is greater than 100. Definitely it is not true. So when you execute this particular cell, see, there will be no output representation will be there, because we are going inside this if condition. If condition only true, if it satisfies if condition only, automatically this print condition will also printed. So it is not satisfying the if condition, so it is not going inside the loop. For example, I am giving 9 or I am giving 900. See, if 900 is greater than 100, okay, yes, 900, obviously it is greater than 100, so it will go inside the loop and it will print whatever the declaration we have given in the print statement. If you execute this cell, see the correct statement. So if you want to go inside the loop, first it will check the if condition. If condition is true, automatically the loop will be go inside the print condition. Suppose there is another example in this cell. I have declared an integer type variable x is equal to 12, and I am checking the condition. If x is greater than 10, print hello. What is the x value here? 12. 12 is greater than 10. Yes, condition true. So it is go inside the loop and it will check what is the print condition. Automatically, what was the raw input we have given in the print condition? Hello. So if I execute this cell, see, the output will be hello. Suppose I am passing x only and I am representing 120. So if you execute this cell, automatically the hello will be printed, because 120, which means x value is 120 and 120 is greater than 10. Condition true. So condition true means the print condition will work. Suppose I am just passing to value 2, x value is 2, 2 is greater than 10, condition flop, so it will not go inside the loop, which means it will just terminate it here only. At the side of this symbol only it will get terminated. It will not go inside the if condition, and it will not check the print function. If you execute it, see, there is no output executed. So instead of representing only if condition, we have also another statement known as an else block. For example, we have seen in the above cells, if some condition, we are writing some condition here, so we are writing print statements here. So instead of if condition is not true, there is no output representation is there. So instead of leaving the representation L, instead of representing that empty output, we can also write else block, which means suppose if you execute this cell, see there is no output is generating because x is less than x value is 2 and 2 is greater than 10 condition flop, so it will not generate print condition. So there is no output here. So instead of leaving like that, I will just plus else condition and I am writing print condition here, not a proper x value. See, it will going to check x value is 2. So, okay, 2 is greater than 10 condition true or false, automatically the condition is false. So 2 is not greater than 10, so it will not go inside the if condition, it will come to the else condition, it will come else block and it will check the print, what is the print condition inside the else block. So not a proper value. If you execute this cell, see the automatically the output will be generated because if condition is not satisfied here, it will not go inside the print condition. So instead of going in, if condition not possible, so it goes to the else block. What is the print condition inside the else block? Not a proper x value. Okay, this is how the if else condition works. So here is another example. X value is 12. If x is greater than 10, print hello, or else print world. X is 12. 12 is greater than 10. Yes, condition true. So it goes into if condition only. So it will print hello. If you execute it, see. Sorry, I am not writing parenthesis. So only the if condition will work with the help of checking condition symbol, which means if the condition is true, it will go inside the if condition. If the condition is false, it will go inside else block. So simple. So 12 is greater than 10, so it will print hello. Instead of giving 12, if I give 2, see 2 is greater than 10, which means it is a false statement. So if condition will be terminated. So instead of going into if condition, it will go to else block. If you execute it, see world is printed. So this is how if as well as an else block will executed. So there is another representation of if in the control statement for if conditions. So here is the if condition and here is some logic what we are writing some condition, and this is where we are printing the print statement. So and this else block also we have seen in the above cells, but we have not seen if else, which means if you want to write n number of if condition, for example if x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 12, so it is going to check the condition first. If x is greater than y, what is the x value here? 10. X value is 10 and y value is 12. 10 is greater than 12, condition true or false, automatically the condition will false. So if block will not executed. So in the above sections we have seen if that particular if block not get generated, it will go to else block and it will print what is the print statement in else block. So instead of directly writing only one if condition, we can write n number of if condition, but with the help of one keyword known as an elif. Okay, suppose I am giving the parenthesis here. See, first of all it will go x is greater than y. It is going to check the condition. What is the x value here? 10. 10 is greater than 12. Condition flop. So it will go to second category, second if block. Elif means second if condition, which means another if condition. We are repeating the if condition twice. What is the x value here? 10. And what is the y value here? 12. So 10 is less than 12. As condition true, it will print this particular statement. Okay. Instead of writing one if condition, if we want to write n number of if condition, we need to pass a keyword known as an elif. So if you execute it, see x is less than y because it is written in the print condition. Okay. Suppose I am writing here 100. 100 is greater than 12. Where is the 100 if condition? Obviously x value is 100. 100 is greater than 12. Yes, here x is 100 and y is 12. 100 is greater than 12. So automatically it will return the print condition x is greater than y because it is satisfying only if condition. So this all will not be generated. Okay, if I execute it, see what will be the output? X is greater than y. Where is x is greater than y? It is in the print statement of x greater than y. Okay, so instead of giving like this, if I just pass 2 or if I just pass 12, which means x is 12 as well as in y is 12, so it is going to check the condition line by line. it will first go into if condition, if statement. 12 is greater than 12. It will check the condition. X is greater than y, which means 12 is greater than 12. Condition flop. So if condition will be terminated. It will not go inside the if condition. So it is going to check another if condition, which means elif condition. So what is the elif condition? X is less than y. 12 is less than y. So it is also terminated. Another else block is also terminated. So final, if you want to print another final output, so we will pass that in the else block. What is the else block here? If this particular two statements are not true, so just write an print condition. So what is the print condition here? X is equal to y. If you execute it, see, X is equal to y. What is the X value here? 12. And what is the y value here? 12. So it is saying X is equal to y, which means 12 is equal to 12. Instead of giving equal to, we can write anything. If we execute it, see, X is greater than y. So this is how if condition get worked. First of all, it will check the if condition, which means the first condition. Okay, if the particular if condition is not true, it goes to the else block. So it will print whatever we return the print condition in the else block. It get an output. So this is how the if condition get worked. We can also write the n number of if conditions with the help of elif keyword. Okay, so I think you have a clear idea about this particular control statement of the if condition. So in the next video, we have a clear idea about the for loop also. So thank you guys. Those who want to transform their career into data science, guys, make sure you watch this playlist come till the end. You will have a clear idea. Okay, if you just like this particular video, please subscribe to my channel and hit me a like button. Thank you. We will see in the next video with the new concept known as an for loop concept. Thank you.